Hello, baby.
Hello, nasty. Hello there.
Hello.
I say hello.
Hello, friend.
Well, hello, little girl. Hello, my treacherous friends. Hello, operator. The beginning of everything.
Welcome back, my friends.
It's showtime.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Brink of Sanity, episode 373. I am Jay, with me is Mark and Janssen today. How you doing, Janssen?
I'm doing well. I'm glad you invited me on today.
Well, that's a different response that I'm used to, because usually we have Bri and he says, I hate my life and want to die. So positivity, I like it.
Hey, I wanted to go on.
If I was still at the job that I was at, I'd probably say the same thing.
Yeah.
So I before we get into anything else, I want to do a show announcement. If that's okay.
Yeah.
We discussed this ahead of time. Maybe we didn't. I don't know.
I guarantee we didn't.
We did not. But I think a lot of the country is doing their part, and I think Brink of Sanity needs to do its part also for the vaccine.
So this is going to be an idea that involves me doing a lot of work and you sitting back and just annoying me about why it's not done.
Okay, so for now on, going forward, as we release this episode, all Brink of Sanity listeners must be vaccinated to listen to the show or submit to weekly testing by Jay.
I knew it was going to involve me doing a lot of work.
Jay will be monitoring to make sure you are vaccinated. We do not want people listening to the show and spreading the COVID via somehow. Anyway, we feel it's safer for the audience if everyone's vaccinated while listening to the show. So please get vaccinated if you want to listen to our show.
I did not pre-approve these announcements beforehand.
So Jay, you're an anti-vaxxer? You're against this?
I am. I am an anti-listening to a podcast vaxxer.
Why? I cannot believe you are against having all listeners of a podcast vaccinated, Jay.
Well,
this is dangerous stuff.
I mean, if we're going to do that, I guess Lorenzo and Andrew and Anthony, send us your vax cards and we'll call it. Can name all our listeners by name.
Listen, if you have a lot of places are doing it to attend sports or concerts, they're making everyone be vaccinated. And I think Brink should do its part and make sure everyone that's listening feels comfortable and is not going to catch COVID via other listeners.
Well, it's not vaccinated. It's at least one shot. So you don't have to be fully vaccinated. You just have to have one shot.
That's for weak-ass podcasts that only want one shot. We're going fully vaxxed here. If you want to be a listener, you have to be fully vaxxed. Fuck the one shot.
Well, I mean, there could be some listeners that have the Johnson & Johnson that's fully vaccinated.
Well, that's a great point. Fine. Also, if you have 3 shots of just anything, you make the golden status of listeners.
I got the flu shot on Friday, so I got 3 now.
Okay, so Jay's got 3. He is a golden Brink listener. He made that status.
Mm-hmm.
Janssen, how many shots do you have?
I have 1 by my own name. It's the Johnson & Johnson by Janssen shot.
I'm not following that joke at all.
So the pharmaceutical company, the division of Johnson & Johnson that makes the vaccine shot is from Janssen.
Oh.
The division is Janssen.
Oh. Most of our audience and the hosts of the show are not smart enough to follow that joke. But now we understand. Thank you for explaining.
So yes, I am fully vaccinated with 1 shot.
By the way, so I think it would be important to let everyone know Brink of Sanity is testing their own vaccine. And so if you do not want the Johnson & Johnson one or the Pfizer one, eventually there'll be the Brink of Sanity vaccine.
So this is where we end the show and Mark tells me to set up my own lab in the back room and start getting to work. And then every week he'll be like, how come you haven't had a breakthrough yet, Jay?
Yeah, Jay. I mean, Jay, you know nothing about how to make an mRNA vaccine? Come on, Jay.
No, I did my own research.
Oh, you did your own research. Uh-huh. By the way,
you're drinking the vaccine right now?
Have you ever heard anyone say do your own research and not think that guy's just an asshole?
Do your own research means go on Google and find something that validates the opinion you already have.
The Onion had the greatest headline. It was something like vaccine skeptic decides to do his own research by getting 45,000 people in a double-blind vaccine trial.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's about. How the fuck are you supposed to do your own research on anything? Also, let's say that they're like candidates, like so-and-so's running for mayor. Do your research on him. Okay, there's like a bunch of articles, and one article says this, one article says this. I don't get to talk to the mayor. I don't get to talk to the presidential candidate. What research do I get to do? I just go on CNN.com or go on Fox.com or Fox News. I just believe whatever I want to believe.
Oh, one of them is going to say he's the devil, and the other one's going to say he's the greatest thing that ever happened, and that's.
And then I have to remember if I have a little D or a little R next to my name, and that's how I vote.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have an I next to your name if you wanted to.
I do, but they never win.
I'm going to get caught breaking into the White House, and they're going to be like, Mark, what are you doing? I'm like, well, there's an election coming up in 3 years. I'm just doing my own research. I was hoping to like snoop around here, find some extra facts about Biden, do my own research. Everyone's telling me to do my own research.
Sit in on a couple meetings.
No, I'm sorry. I know this is the Joint Chiefs of Staff. I'll be in the corner. I'm just listening again, doing my own research.
I'm just going to take notes. Nothing, doing our own research. It's fine.
I'm breaking into I'm having Fauci followed by a private investigator, just in case like the private investigator has some facts about Fauci that'd be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So you are against our audience being vaccinated, Jack?
Oh no, I think everybody should. I am against me doing more work because I do everything already, and so I don't want to be doing all these checks and stuff.
Wait. This sounds like you were you were back at the old job.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Well, Jay.
So Mark, what you have to do is when I do all this, then you have to take credit for it and say it was your idea and you did everything.
Jay will come to your house and check to see if you're vaccinated. He'll also check your junk to see if you have whatever the junk check thing is for.
And then
scoliosis or something.
And if it goes wrong, then you could be like
hernia. Jay will check the entire audience for hernia.
And if it goes wrong, you could be like my old job and then say, I never said to do that. Why'd you do that?
I'm from the podcast you listen to. I'm just going to check your vaccine status. Also, I can check your hernia while you're here. If up to you, why you want me to do this?
Yeah. Anyway, Janssen and I both work together, and we both left, and we're
both fired because they're unvaccinated. Go on.
Yeah. And we're both in much better moods now. So.
Is 100% of the hosts vaccinated? By the way, it sounds like I know Janssen is because you just said it. Jay, did you really get vaccinated when you did last spring? When you told me you did?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Do you mind submitting to like a blood test?
There's my card.
Oh, I have to look at the screen now. I was looking at an article. Okay.
No. I'm amazed you were able to look at an article and still keep talking. This is a breakthrough. I think this is a brink
staring.
first.
You know what it is? I can't stare at the Zoom. The problem with Zoom, first off, if I stare at the big picture, I see myself, and I can't stare at myself while I'm talking because I don't know how you guys feel about yourself. I hate myself. I cannot stare at myself. So that part drives. Yeah, that part. Have you guys used Google Video?
I've not used Google Video.
So I used that recently, and Google Video makes the picture of you much smaller. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and so you barely notice you, which is great. Who wants to look at the mirror while they're talking?
I think we use Microsoft Teams at my new job, and it's like that. But nobody cares about webcams, so they're all off for every meeting, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, same at my job. Like if we were back at our old job, they were like, okay, we're in the same room, you're using Zoom, but you still have to turn your cameras on.
They made us go to a conference room with a big round table and all bring our laptops and all turn on our webcams and put it up on the screen so that we could see each other on the screen and also while in the same room.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
Yeah, I know it sounds confusing because it is.
Okay, so hang on. So when you started this job,
mm-hmm.
As I recall, there were rules about having they said, well, we're back in the office, but we have capacity limits for rooms. We can't have everyone in the room for the meeting, so we're going to have everyone Zoom instead. And while that sounded kind of ridiculous, because you were able to all go in the same office, why can't you go into a conference room? But fine.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're going in the conference room with your laptop so you can Zoom from the conference room in person.
Yes, we really did that. That's not even like a joke.
What? Why?
Because we
Can you walk me? Jay, how about this? Can I plan to pen? I'm going to be an employee at your company, and you're going to explain to me this process.
All right, let's let Janssen do it.
Janssen.
Yes.
Hey, boss. I love working at this at big company. Big company's awesome. It's better than my old job, evil company. But hey, so you said we had a meeting and we're bringing our laptops. Why are we bringing our laptops to the meeting?
Because you need to have your laptops with you so you can turn on your webcam so I can see you looking into the webcam while we're in the same room.
Hey. Did you slip acid into the water? Because I think I heard you say you want a webcam in person.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
What? Hang on. So we're gonna webcam in what? But we're in the same room as each other. If we all just fold our laptops down, we'll be able to see each other in not even 3D, but real D.
Well, because the company just spent millions and millions of dollars to have these programs installed on a computer, and we need to use it. So why not use it in the conference room where we physically see each other? But yet, because the company spent millions of dollars on the licenses, I also want you to use the webcam so I can see you looking at the webcam.
So should I, when Jay talks, the new guy, the suave new guy who just is tearing up things in the accounting, if he talks, do I look at Jay in real life? Do I look at Jay via the webcam? Or do I look at the screen where you have in the front of the room where you have all our faces? Do I look there? Where in God's name do I look?
You look at the person looking at the webcam, looking at the screen.
Is that like one of those pictures where you look into the mirror going to the other mirror and you just eventually fall down a black hole?
Yes.
Okay. So it just keeps going and going and going.
You know what was also fun? This was an added bonus to it. So they had all the.
Hang on, wait before you say it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get this right.
You'll never get it.
I got this. You have to talk into a cup with a string. At the other end of the cup is a phone, and you call that phone, and that phone goes out to the next building. And in the next building, there's a guy with a cup and a string, and that cup goes across out the window into our window, and that's how the talking goes. Plus, there are smoke signals. I have no idea what you're gonna say.
So they made a pretty complicated Excel sheet, and they made that Excel sheet into a PowerPoint slide, but it was like 20 columns, and they shrunk it down into one slide, so it's so tiny you could barely see it. And then they pulled that up on the PowerPoint presentation, but they still had our faces on the big, huge screen. So we had to look in our little laptop screens to see the Excel file.
Jay, is your new job just a large, a one big experiment? Are the Impractical Jokers hosting your job?
Oh no, this is the old job. The new job is.
Yeah, we're talking about the old job.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the old job or the new job had you do this webcam thing?
The old job.
The old job.
Oh
no, we have normal jobs
I'm losing
now.
my mind.
No, we have normal work situations now. So we don't have all these insane stories anymore because it's like, hey, let's have a meeting. Oh, it's going smoothly and everything's working normal, and then the meeting's over.
I'm confused because you had to do the webcam thing before COVID even happened.
Yes.
Wait, what?
This was like.
Wait, you guys were zooming into a meeting that you're already in before COVID even happened?
This was like 2019.
Holy crap! I thought Jay's new job was just insane, because everything in life's Jay. But Janssen, by the way, do you know that Jay's kitchen is haunted?
It's haunted? Oh wow.
Well, actually, have you seen the movie Old? the new M. Night Shyamalan movie?
No, I have not.
Have you seen the commercial for it?
Yes.
So the basic premise is they're on some beach and everyone ages really, really fast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what's going on with Jay, except it's not the people, it's Jay's kitchen appliances. They're all new, and apparently they all have broken with the like.
Yeah, the fridge,
3.5.
stove, and microwave all broke already.
We can get it up there in that little later. So I was confused. This is all your old. So you guys used to, before COVID was even a thing.
I know it's hard to wrap your
guys-
head around, but this was an actual real thing that happened in real life.
You guys were ahead of the curve in the sense of like you guys were like, we can do everything over WebEx or what do you guys use? Teams.
Zoom.
Yeah. Zoom.
So you guys were like, we can do everything over Zoom. And we're like, you guys were super prepared. I guess when COVID hit, your boss was like, okay, we all know how to use Zoom, but only if we're in a circular conference room. How are we going to make this work without a conference room?
The funny thing is when COVID hit, our boss wanted to go back to the office.
Yeah.
You want to go back to the office?
Like immediately, like within a week.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Janssen. By the way, I thought I was working at a good. I didn't realize I was still at Evil Corp. Anyway, so the World Health Organization has pronounced this COVID thing a pandemic. So how is it cool if we just keep? I know we're really good at the Zoom thing. Is it cool if we just stay home?
So.
Mr. Janssen, what's so funny? The World Health Organization says this is pretty serious. I don't know. I mean, right now in the U.S., I think this is a case that some lawyer in Westchester has it, but not many people. But we're probably fine. But and Trump's got this. He's like, no one's more on top of this.
So I like to work from home. we have Zoom, so we can work from home.
Oh. Okay, so I thought for this bit you were going to be like Jay's boss or your boss who wanted you guys to come back in.
I'm glad you, both of you coworkers, are in agreement about working from home. But
shit.
but yeah, we're gonna go back to the office. I know we Zoomed when there was no pandemic, but now that there's a pandemic, we're not gonna Zoom and we're gonna go to the office.
Yep.
Wait, but there's a pandemic. They say like anyone could have this. It could spread anywhere. I think New York City's going on lockdown.
Well, I think I already had it, and so I don't care.
But
I
I
killed
don't.
my doctor, by the way, because I had COVID.
There's a chance my doctor died because of me, but
Is that really what your boss said? Or you guys just going off the cuff?
this is a
your
real
boss really-
this is a real conversation we had. Yeah.
Okay, I can't even do this bit. Your boss said, I think I might have already had it. There's a chance I gave it to my doctor who's dead.
Yes, who died from COVID.
Oh,
And then laughed and said, "Yeah, I hope we could come back to the office soon."
is your boss being played by Al Pacino from Devil's Advocate?
No, the real Satan.
Okay. Holy sh. Okay, hang on. So
I've never seen Mark speechless before.
I don't even understand your workplace. I don't understand how you're zooming from a conference room. COVID's happening. You're like, I killed my boss. You're next. Come on in the office, guys.
I mean, it's pretty much.
By
like
the
that.
way, all Excel spreadsheets have to be on PowerPoint slides so they cannot be read by the human eye. Let's do this.
And at the same time, when this was happening, me and Jay were looking into our laptops like really close, and we got in trouble saying that we were playing games. And then meanwhile, we couldn't see the spreadsheet, so we were putting our face into the laptop so we can actually try to read it, and we got in trouble for it.
To be
Did you
fair,
say
I
that?
literally
Did you
put.
say-
I got accused of playing video games while on Zoom.
Did you say
While I was in the office.
you can see me play? You don't see my other hands moving. Am I moving everything by telepathy? Also, everyone that's not staring into the screen really closely is actually playing games. This whole thing's a game. No one can freaking read this.
To be fair, I really was putting my eyeball to the webcam to be funny. So when you looked at the big screen, all you saw was my eyeball. But I was doing it to make a point that you can't see the slide. But Janssen actually got accused of playing video games. I don't even know how that was a thing.
Yeah.
Because
what's the craziest
how would
part
that
about
even
all-
happen? I don't know.
The craziest part about all this is like you guys, I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but you guys work for a very reputable company, a major corporation. That if I got a job there, I'd be like, hey guys, I got a job at XYZ Corp. And you'd be like, oh no, I'm in this department. No, Mark, don't do it.
The funnier thing is I've had years of stories and we haven't even like come close to telling them all. That's how crazy it was there.
Well, I want to hear first. Hang on, I want to get a break from your terrible evil corp. Janssen no longer works there. Can you give us an update on a survivor?
Yeah, I've been looking for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been looking for at least maybe as long as Jay, maybe longer. I think it's been about 3 or 4 years since we've been looking.
How long we got the job for?
I was there almost 10 years.
Wow. So the first 7 years, you're like, this is pretty good. No need to look for a new job.
I know. No, actually, the first 3 years were okay.
Oh, tell me, why were they okay? Was it the fact that Jay wasn't there yet with his black cloud?
No, it was because there wasn't as much bullshit that was back then.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, my first 3 years weren't bad either. It's kind of like they lull you into a sense of calmness, and you let your guard down, and then they just destroy you.
I forgot that there was a time that Jay wasn't miserable with this job, and I do. Now that you say it, I do remember there was a time that Jay wasn't complaining about it. But based on how miserable Jay was, I assumed Jay had been working there longer than I'd been alive.
It seems like it was like 30 years, but I worked there, I think, 7.5.
Wow. Okay, so Janssen, Jay told me, it might have been off the air last show, before we did last show, that he basically got you your new job. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Holy shit! I was just gonna call Jay on his live, but apparently
you never believe a word I say. It's
I'm not a single word.
You would think that all the things I say prove to be true, but still, we're 300 episodes in, and you still don't believe shit that I say.
If you get on board for making all our podcast listeners vaccinated, and I'll get on board with listening to what you have to say.
You didn't even believe our boss allegedly murdered her doctor.
I don't even like. That's like a freaking insane thing to have said. Yes. I believe because you have Janssen here. Janssen's very trustworthy. I believe what he. I believe this was said. I'm just blown away by the statement.
That's why I had to withhold that story until I had somebody to corroborate it, because you never would have believed me if he wasn't here.
Did anyone like he said this? How did he say this? In the sense of like, was it in person? Was it over Zoom? What was the story?
I think this is in person.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was. I think it was in person.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the Christmas card? Merry Christmas. I might have killed my doctor. Come back to the office.
I think it was in person, and it was repeated over one of the double Zoom meetings.
Did anyone, when anyone said it, did anyone go, wait, what?
I mean,
anyone
our
do a
group.
spit take while they were like drinking something? Go, and no one reacted.
No, it's a weird environment. Everyone's like a yes man there, so everyone's not like, oh, wait a sec, that's borderline criminal, and you're a crazy person. Why are you giggling?
Even if it's not on purpose, it's like horrible. I wouldn't be like, hey, I might have killed my doctor. I'd be like in tears while telling the story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our boss was oblivious to everything.
So he's basically like, yes, and I think I might have had it. My doctor, I think, caught it from me, and he's dead now from COVID, so I probably killed him. And like the yes men are like, very good, boss, very good. I should kill my doctor too. That's a great idea. Great idea. You're a smart guy for killing your doctor. Your doctor
pretty much. And then me, Janssen, and Jeff are looking at each other like, this place is absolutely nuts. And like that, it was like that, like every meeting. It was like the three of us, like, what is happening here, and how do we make it stop?
And we still get updates because we still have a few of our brothers left behind.
Yeah.
Because they need to find other jobs besides this.
I killed my doctor. I killed my doctor, and now I'm fucking his wife. I'm raising his kids. Nothing's weird about this. Just agree, and everyone, let me breathe on you.
I'm trying to be like Black Hawk Down and go back for them and get them out of there too.
How do you leave guys in Nam? How do you like your fallen brethren? You guys are like, sorry, sucker.
I'm trying.
There's only room in this helicopter.
Jay pulled me out first. Jay pulled me out first.
Yep.
So Jay, who looked for a job for many decades, finally everything came together. Had a couple of job offers. Wonderful. Super happy for him. But how did it take Jay so long? And now Jay's like giving out jobs left and right. Who wants a job? You're like Oprah for jobs suddenly.
I mean, it just worked out that I got pretty much 2 offers simultaneously, and one of them was closer to where Janssen lives. And so I was like,
you gave him one of the offers.
So I was like, look, this doesn't work for me, but I know the perfect guy for you. And then I put them in touch. But then, Janssen still had to nail the interview, but
Yeah, I actually did that with someone for a job coming out of law school, and they were there for like a decade.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt good about that. So are you feeling, Janssen, do you like the job that Jay got you?
Oh yeah, I do. Is
this the one? Which one is this?
This was the one that for me, the commute would have been bad.
Oh,
but everything else was really good about it.
Right. Where's the location, if you don't mind? Around where? Hellskits? Chelsea. Okay, yeah. I remember Jay saying the conference, because Jay's coming from Westchester, it'd be a little bit hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it a good place to work, Janssen?
Yeah, I like it. It's a growing team. They started out.
Growing is it everyone's getting taller?
No, growing as in the number of people.
I know.
So they started they went. So I would say it's not a startup company. They went public 3 years ago.
Oh, awesome!
And the finance / accounting team went from 3 to 4 people to right now it's about I think 15 people, and they're looking to add more people.
Awesome. What you don't say the name of the company, but just generally in keeping it vague, what generally does the company do?
It's an energy company.
Oh,
so
awesome.
they go to like underdeveloped areas and give them they develop the natural gas there and then sell it to them at like a cheap price.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Janssen, how happy are you there versus your old job? How much happier are you?
I'm excited. Like I used to dread staying late at work because at this job it's not a regular 9 to 5. I come in at 9. And, I leave anywhere from 5:30 to, 7 o'clock the latest. But 7 o'clock was only like twice so far. And I've been at the job like 6-7 weeks already. So, I don't mind. And then when I'm leaving, I always ask my boss. I was like, I'm about to pack up. Do you need anything else from me? You want me to do anything else? I would never, ever say that at my old job.
So from 0
at my old job, I'm like, boop, done.
From 0 to 10, with 0 being how Jay felt about his job near the end, and with 10 being how Jay would feel to be able to inhabit John Mulaney's body while he has sex with Olivia Munn. How do you feel?
I'm gonna go with a 10.
Wow! Nail that, Olivia Munn. Nail her.
Yeah, while I was having the car flooding and all the appliances break, I'm like, you know what? I need a break from all this bullshit. I'm going to go online. I go online, and then I see Olivia Munn's pregnant and not by me. And I'm like, I can't even.
Not by... Did you cry about this? Your girlfriend's like, why are you upset? Olivia Munn's pregnant, and it wasn't me. And she's like, I'm sorry, what?
I mean,
she's pregnant, and it wasn't me. Like, if she's gonna be pregnant, I'm sorry, honey. I could have fucked 2 babies in her.
I did break the news to my girlfriend that she doesn't have to worry anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure she was truly concerned.
She asked to see the guy, and I showed her, and she's like, "What? Him?"
He's pretty funny though.
He's funny.
He's funny. I bet his podcast has more listeners.
Yeah, we could just assume he has a podcast, right? Because everybody does.
Everyone on the podcast, yeah. I actually think he's really funny, but
yeah, no, he is.
Though the funniest thing he did was disappoint Jay. So Jansen, that is awesome news. Congratulations. How many fallen soldiers are still left at your old job? Or how many brothers
I
there?
really care about two.
Okay. Can you guys get them out?
It's funny because we have like a text chat and there was 8 of us, and it's like at first just the one guy left, and now more and more. It's like now it's like 6 out of 8 of us are out of there.
Yeah.
Do one of those two guys ever write you, Jay, and go, "What I shared donuts with you. Why the hell did you get Janssen the job?" Like, do they ever get pissy at you for getting Janssen the job instead of them?
No, I gave one guy my complete package. I have this package I sent out to a list of recruiters and all the job search sites and frequently asked interview questions. Like, I have a whole thing. I don't know if he used it.
Okay.
And the other guy, I got an interview at my current place, but they downgraded the position to staff level instead of senior. So it's like too far below him now.
Is your package like, does it say something like, do you need a new job? Use Jay's package from 0 to new job in only 7.5 years. We guarantee it.
I mean, I wasn't looking until I got my MBA, really.
I thought you were going to say CPA.
I was looking, but not hard because I didn't want to. It's hard starting a new job and then studying all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I first of all, I'm super happy for both of you guys getting new jobs. That's awesome. How long, Jansen? How long until Jay's job starts sucking?
How long until Jay's job?
I'm saying how long until, because Jay has a black cloud that follows him everywhere he goes. How long until his job, like, things turn?
Honestly, I don't think. I think we're both in better places, so I don't think that will happen this time.
That was the right answer. I if you had given really a number, I would have been upset with you. Jay goes to work and like they hire his old manager from his old job, and he's like, wait, what's going on here?
I would immediately resign. I would.
They're like, Jay, I heard you like this place. There's a better job. It's like, I have a better job too. I'm your only report, or your report to me, and whatever.
Well, I mean, here's a funny thing to that. The old manager actually called Jay.
Wait.
Oh, that was my story that I didn't get to do last week.
Oh, Jansen, way to bring up something that Jay's going to talk about. Go.
So my old boss texts me and this is like this is a Friday night, and I've had a couple happy waters at this point, and I see a text, and it's.
By the way, you still drink the happy water?
I'm drinking it right now.
Oh, it's just like, what does it taste like?
It tastes like very watered down vodka, and if you put anything in it, you don't taste it at all. So I put some Gatorade in it, and I can't taste a thing.
Yeah. What proof is it?
It's like wine. It's like 16%, I think, 18%.
I gotta try that.
Yeah, it gets.
Was that your third one?
No, but I did a tall pour.
Okay.
So I'm just hanging out on my couch, and I see my phone lights up, and there's a text, and it's from my old boss.
Can I ask real quick, how long had you been in the new job? Like, how far removed were you from the old job?
Like 3-4 weeks, maybe a month. Let's say a month. It was like a month ago, and I've been there 2 months now. So
okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I see the text, and it says, "How's it going?" And I said, "Okay," and then my old boss goes, "Did you know Janssen left?" And I'm just giggling already because I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be awesome." And I said, "Yeah, I know he left." And then I waited a second, and I wrote again, "I got him the new job." and then 3 minutes later, my phone rings, and my boss is calling me. So it must have been a 3-minute temper tantrum, and then composed, and then called.
Okay, so wait, what did he say on the phone?
So it was like, it was all nice, like, "Oh, I'm so happy for him, and I'm happy for you," and I'm like, I'm not believing any of this at all, but I'm just going along with it, just seeing where it goes. And then I heard they tried to get a replacement for Janssen, but they got denied the budget for it, so now they just have to eat all his work. and that made me extra happy.
You're like, oh my God, can I put you on speaker while I dance?
And then I was just saying, oh, I'm so happy and I make a lot more money and like everyone's really nice. And I was basically, kind of doing digs constantly. And
How long was this call for?
it was like 10 minutes. But like,
What was the gist of why he called though? I guess like he wasn't that concerned about finding out your new job. So what's like he was pissed at you or?
I think he wasn't happy, but wanted to get some dirt and gossip because, this person loves gossip. So I wasn't providing much other than happiness and how we're both making like a lot more money.
Awesome.
Just to rub it in because, I know they were kind of like taking our raises. So
they were kind of complete assholes to you guys. Yes.
Yeah, they were terrible to us. So, I was just making sure it was well known how happy and how much better of a situation that we're in. But like, I could barely hear this person because like they're on like a crappy phone with the TV on loud in the background. And I'm like, is everything a train wreck with you? Like,
what? Do you mind turning down the rerun of Roseanne so you could just talk to me?
So it wasn't like a very, like, I wasn't buying most of what I was hearing, but there wasn't much substance to it. It was all like, I'm happy for you, but I don't believe that.
Jay, I'm very happy for you, but I was thinking now that Janssen left, I know we said we didn't want you here anymore, but what if I can offer you your old job back at a lower salary than you're making now?
Yeah, I actually was waiting to see if I was going to get an offer back, and I was going to negotiate back and forth and get the number up really high and then be like, still no.
You imagine the guy was like, listen, Jay, I mean, we really need people, like we need someone back. And like, I mean, Jay, do you think it's possible if we make a really good offer that you would help us get Janssen back?
So this is the funny part. They actually pulled 2 managers out of retirement and hired a new manager from outside instead of promoting our buddy that's still there.
Yep.
Oh.
So now there's 12 managers and 3 staff.
That's a weird ratio.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that they wouldn't they can't replace my role, but they can add
3 managers.
We couldn't.
I'm not worth it, but a senior manager is worth it.
Well, Janssen, apparently you were worth the job of 3 senior managers.
Basically, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
What else is going on, guys? I feel like we should probably move forward now.
We got an email. This is from
awesome.
This is from Madi. So we do have other listeners.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna read because I don't know when Bri is gonna be back on the show. So I'm gonna have to read the ones that have to do with Bri as well. Because
you don't think Bri's going to be on regularly?
I really don't. No.
Okay.
So maybe we could tell Bri to listen to this part of the episode. So he said, listening to the last episode, and Bri said he thinks, why bother? There's 3 people listening and no one cares. Me and my friend listen to every episode. We both think the show is criminally underrated, and I have no idea how you can actually fix that, but all I could say is I've missed hearing Bri on the show. Random guests are fine. Doc is growing on me, especially because it's nice having domains with an actual medical degree for certain discussions, but I was legit giddy when I saw Bri's name in the latest show notes. Sincerely, our $1 a month Patreon.
Awesome. Thank you.
Double thank you, Marty. So, yeah, we're trying to get Bri on, but he's going through some stuff, and I don't think he's into it. But we'll have him on when we can.
Yeah, we'll try to get him. We'll keep asking. He'll be back on at some point. I have a question for you, Janssen.
Yep.
If you were late for a flight, what would be the best way to get the flight to wait for you?
What would be the best way?
Yeah, you're running late. You're like, I'm in the airport. I'm running to the gate. It looks like the plane's going to leave before I get there. Is there anything I can do to get the plane to wait for me? What would you try to do? Like, you just get to the airport. It's like 1 o'clock. The flight leaves at 1. It's about to leave. Is there any way? What would you do?
I wouldn't do anything.
Well,
I'd
you
be
got to
like-
make this plane. It's really important. Your kid has
to me, I just take the next one. I don't.
Your kid has school tomorrow, and you got to make him into. You got to get on that plane, or else your kid's going to be late for school the next day.
I mean, there's nothing that you can do to stop that plane because once they close the doors and they're that's it. There's no way you can stop it.
I'm gonna guess that this story has to do with a knife.
No.
Okay.
She did the smart thing you do.
Mm-hmm.
If you're running late for a flight,
Mm-hmm.
you just call the airline and tell them there's a bomb on the plane. Then they won't take off.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not calling it a bomb threat.
Why would you do that? This woman, her child had school the next day, and if they didn't make their flight, then this child would be late to school. And education is really important. So she called JetBlue and told them there's a bomb on the plane.
So now she's late to not jail.
Yeah.
No, she's not late to jail. She's there.
I said not jail.
Not jail. Okay. Yeah. I also thought, you know what? If you're going to call in bomb threats, I bet your kid doesn't have to be late to school. You can call the bomb threat there. That should be everywhere you're going. Just call the bomb threat.
Has she also not watched any movie or TV show like Call from a Payphone?
Or
Jay, what's a payphone nowadays?
It's got to be one. I mean, borrow somebody else's phone.
Jay's like,
wouldn't that be awesome? You stop somebody in the street, you're like, this is an emergency. Can I use your phone real quick? And you use their phone. You're like, oh yeah, there's a bomb on the plane. Here you go. Thank you.
Hey, I'm really sorry. This is an emergency. It's about my kid's school. My phone's about to back. Can I use your phone? Yeah, airline. I got a bomb on the plane. What the fuck? Thank you all. Thank you very much. It might have been long distance. Sorry. Anyway.
Thanks, Kathy.
That would be an amazing prank. That would go off the. I kind of want to, if we ever get a prank show, yeah, that's what we should do. We should grab someone's phone and pretend we're calling it a bomb threat.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That'd be a good right to Practical Jokers. So that'd be a good.
That would be a great skit.
That would be a great skit.
Our email is thebrinkofsanity@gmail.com. Lorenzo writes, apologize for the wording of this question. Hope it makes sense. What are the top 5 jobs, occupations where the reality of your first day on the job is completely different from TV or movie land?
I haven't had too many jobs. So most of my knowledge about jobs is based on TV and movie land. I assume like the
waiting tables. Waiting tables is definitely
why.
Because it's way more hectic and stressful.
Why don't you explain waiting was the name of a movie about waiters.
Yeah, but in every movie the waiter's like calmly
No, I mean
over.
there's a chance our audience doesn't know what you're talking about, so just give them talk.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah, in the movies the people like the waiters walk over and they're like, it's like casual.
I thought you were talking about there's a movie called Waiting.
Yeah, that's not a job.
I thought you were referring specifically to this movie.
There's also a movie called Still Waiting, and it has Andy Milonakis and nobody else from the original.
Okay.
And it's technically a sequel to Waiting. But yeah, no, it's like you have 8 people asking you for things all at the same time, and you have like 5 or 6 tables, but people sit at them all at the same time instead of like staggered. And in the movies and shows, it's all casual, and you're like, you walk around, you have free time, and you could dick around in the back. It's not like that at all.
Let's take turns in this. I'll go next. Janssen, you're up after. I think my understanding, the real life version of ghost busting is different from the movie.
Busting doesn't make you feel good in real life?
Ghost busting, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, my understanding is in real life, you don't have slime and it's all funny. I think ghost busting is a little tougher in real life.
Yeah, I've seen the Ghost Hunters show.
Yeah, so the ghost busting, they give you a false image of what ghost busting is like.
I think it's really you just sit in a dark room with a tape recorder and night vision goggles until morning, and then nothing happens.
And then you use like some fancy film editing to make pretend something actually happened.
And then a floor creaks, and you're like, "Holy shit! Did you hear that? This place is haunted."
I think it was an owl. It wasn't an owl. It was your dead grandpa.
He was saying, "Who is it?"
Who? We were talking about who his killer is. His killer was diabetes. Fine. Janssen, what job would you say? It's different from what you see on TV.
I would say all these hospital shows. You know, they make it seem all good and everything. Like, you know, there's drama here and there, but it's more like, you know, it's more about drama within the group of doctors and nurses, and then once in a while they'll have to go do their jobs and like see patients. You know, that's what I would say.
Yeah, they get like one patient a day, and the rest of the time they're just like
exactly.
dating.
Meanwhile, like, you know, if you're in the real New York City hospital ER, you know, you just don't even have time to breathe because you're seeing so many patients.
Okay, I think yeah, that's a good one. Jay?
I would say most office job, like The Office.
Every job.
Yeah, I mean,
Literally every job is different than like.
Yeah,
most jobs are too boring to actually show on a TV or movie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Office Space was kind of accurate with the how bad they treated all the employees, but
also, it's not really officially a job, but participant in blood sports. If you're participating in a real life blood sport, it's not like the movie.
Well, I would say boxing is not like the movies either, because there's actual defense in real boxing.
You don't just like alone, just like have them keep punching your head.
No wonder Rocky had brain damage in Rocky V. He didn't block a punch for the first 4 movies. And then in Rocky 6, 7, and 8, he didn't have brain damage. They just like, yeah, you remember the brain damage? We're just going to ignore that whole plot thread.
Are there any movies that, I guess the opposite, are there any movies that actually portray real life jobs in an accurate way? I'm sure there are. I just don't even know.
I mean, like I said, I thought Office Space was like fairly close.
Yeah, that's fair. That was literally making fun of it, though. That's why, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, most of them are way, way off. Like,
yeah, really, yeah, most of them are like.
I guess Clerks was, you know, if you work at like a slow convenience store, that could have been fairly High Fidelity. I'm naming movies from like 30 years ago.
Do you think being a principal was accurately portrayed in Saved by the Bell?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Hey, so I
yeah, like Screech would ever have been able to hang out with Zach Morris if that was realistic.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. Do you guys have, how many subscriptions do you guys currently have?
Streaming?
You're talking about streaming and
anything that you pay on a monthly basis for a subscription. It could be a magazine, it could be streaming, anything.
Let's see. Are you counting like internet connection?
No, it's like a service. Like, I mean, like magazines, streaming, anything that's more like a monthly. You get. They send you something. They send you a wine of the month club, like I'm not talking about cable or TV. That's not really like a subscription.
Like 4.
Yeah, I'm about 4.
Well, what do you get?
Amazon, Disney, Hulu, and Netflix.
Okay.
I got Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and Xbox Live.
Oh yeah, okay. I got PlayStation. Yeah.
Okay. What if I can tell you, I've got a new subscription that you guys should. Once I tell you what it is, you guys are going to be down for it.
I don't believe you, but go ahead.
Yeah, I don't believe you either.
Okay, you don't believe me. You don't believe me. I'm going to tell you a subscription, and you guys are going to be like, look into this immediately.
No.
Okay. The subscription is a 30-day, a monthly subscription for tacos at Taco Bell.
Go on.
1 taco per day for a low monthly price. You pay them one monthly price, and every day you can go to Taco Bell, and they'll go, here's your taco, Mr. J.
Where was this when I was in high school? I absolutely would have done that in high school. I lived walking distance to Taco Bell.
Yeah, I definitely would have done it.
It's the Taco Lovers Pass, and I think most of America said, where was this when I was in high school?
Yeah. Although high school kids are probably like, weed is legal and they have a taco subscription. Like, it doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, absolutely.
How soon till Taco Bell also sells weed?
Just cut to the chase, right?
We get our audience. Don't worry. What about the families? Don't worry. We don't care if they're offended. This is going to work out well for
They
us.
had a third window. The first window is the joint, and the second window is where you order. Orders go up by like 40%.
So Taco Bell currently is testing this program in certain locations. I think mostly it looks like Arizona, but it will be, depending on your location, it'll be between $5 or $10 a month. Would you pay $5 a month for a taco a day?
High school me definitely would have done that.
Okay. Well, current Jay.
It's a good deal, but like, I don't have access to the Taco Bell that I used to. It would be too difficult.
Okay, let's just say there's a Taco Bell near you where you live, and a short walk.
I might. I mean, that's a really good deal. I mean, the price went up so much. Tacos are like $1.50 now. So like, you can get
Janssen.
You can get $450 worth of tacos for $5. I mean,
Janssen,
$45 worth of tacos.
I do your math. $4,450 sounds insane.
It's the happy one. $45 worth of tacos for $5. It's a good deal.
Janssen, $10 a month, one taco a day. You doing it?
Again, I'm gonna reiterate Jay's answer. High school me, absolutely 100%, 1000%.
Current you. And
Probably not.
No,
I wouldn't. I mean, there's a Taco Bell near me, but I couldn't see, my current self eating Taco Bell every day.
I think high school me would have gotten 3 subscriptions.
What if the subscription was $35 a month? All you can eat. You just have to eat. You can't. There's no takeouts. You have to have the food in the restaurant. So you can't like just take out and give to other people. So like all you can eat for a month for $35.
Again, high school me.
High school you. Yeah.
Oh, I would have bankrupted them. I used to order a 10-pack of tacos like every other day in high school.
That sounds so disgusting and awesome at the same time. I have to say, I don't like a lot of fast food. Like, I don't think McDonald's is as tasty as they like people say it is. And some of the Taco Bell is just fucking tasty.
Yeah.
It's really hard to beat Taco Bell.
I mean, just to bring up the fast food places. I mean, I am 100% behind Popeye's chicken sandwich. Like that is the best fried chicken sandwich. McDonald's is trying to copy it. Kentucky Fried Chicken tried to copy it.
Taco Bell copied it.
Yeah, Taco Bell has the taco sandwich.
Yeah, they have the fried chicken sandwich now. Fried chicken taco.
Yeah.
Popeyes has it the best. I don't care. I don't care if Chick-fil-A or KFC were first. Popeyes perfected it.
Yeah.
I feel like at age 90, I'd like to be product tester or product taster for one of these fast food restaurants. Oh, you're gonna put a Dorito and a taco and a chicken bowl, and I was 90, I'd be like all about this. My health just doesn't matter anymore.
If you go, Taco Bell has their headquarters. They have like create your own like dish station.
Jay, how do you get the Taco Bell's headquarters without dying? Because I think I thought you had to die to go to heaven. Where's their headquarters?
I don't know, but I read about it, and they have like all these ingredients, and you could like make your own dish and see how it comes out.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing.
That sounds interesting.
So Lorenzo writes, "Hey guys, oh no, I was just about to read the same question that I just read."
Keep drinking that happy water.
I am. Happy water's kicking in. So Lorenzo also writes, "It was great to have Bri back on the episode. When is Will back on?" I will ask.
calling out a Will hasn't been on for a long time.
Lorenzo's like the Brink historian. He could probably name off the top of his head the 3 episodes Will's been on. I will ask Will. Patrick writes, we got a variety of emailers this week. Hello, Brink. Some would you rather questions.
Yes.
Would you rather live as a vegan for 1 whole year or live in a hostel in Slovakia for 1 month?
So I think, just to analyze this a little bit, I think Slovakia is actually probably pretty beautiful. Like I bet it's a pretty nice place to be, actually.
Yes, but you're in a hostel.
Yes. I bet. I mean, married me probably wouldn't like this, but single me would probably say like, bet there are a lot of hot chicks going through those hostels. Single me might be down for this. Not current me. So I guess the Slovakia thing. I think I still go with that. I think it would be a nice place to, even if I'm living in a hostel. I think I would do that for a month. You guys?
I'd probably do Slovakia. I don't think I can go a year without having like meat, milk, or cheese. So yeah, I'd have to go with Slovakia.
I'd go vegetarian, but I don't think I could do.
I could go. I don't think I could do vegan.
I would do the vegan.
Really?
I think the hostel would, just because it's a hostel, I think it would just get old real quick.
I don't know. I think it'd be a fun time.
Although,
be like, best month ever. Thank you for this. Would you rather?
It is only a month, but
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're on vacation
year
for
as
a
a vegan.
month. You're in Slovakia. I have to think like, if you like for $7, you can like own the country. So like, not that expensive.
I'd still do vegan. Would you rather your entire? Well, you know what? College me probably would have done the Slovakia for a month.
Yeah, I think college, any of us would definitely done the Slovakia one.
Would you rather your entire life without seeing another movie, TV show again, or without listening to another song? Wow.
By the way, I would also say if it was instead of Slovakia, it was a month in a Slovakia house, I would also do that. Because I could eat Slovakia like every day.
All right.
Agreed. I agree with that.
So this one's real tough. Would you rather your entire life without seeing another movie, TV show again, or without listening to another song?
What if there's a lot of songs on TV? So how do you not hear that portion of the show?
I think you could do that. They never play the full song. It's like 30 seconds.
So you're gonna watch like the movie Chicago, be like, why'd they call it a musical?
I mean, I think you found a loophole, but
so would I rather not hear music or not watch shows? I think younger me might have chose music. I think now I would chose entertainment. I'd choose the I don't know. The music thing would be. I'm gonna say I choose the music thing. I'll choose listening to music. And can I listen to? Is that podcast also like anything I want to hear?
yeah.
I'll go with hearing over seeing. I'll go with that. You guys?
Wait, so I would rather be able to watch TV or
It's either visual entertainment versus audio entertainment. Which one's more important to you?
I'd go with visual entertainment for me.
Jay?
I would go with the music.
Okay.
Jay loves music.
Jay, who has a collection of 350,000 songs that he's personally rated and ranks, and when he thought he lost it, almost killed himself. Yeah, it sounds like Jay would go with the audio thing.
Yeah. Almost got them all back, down to the last 70 songs.
Yeah. They have that on Spotify. They have every song on Spotify. But go on.
You can't rate songs on Spotify.
Yeah. It'll save you the trouble of being a psycho.
And last one. Would you rather James Corden or Rebel Wilson as a roommate for a week? Two very annoying people.
I'm trying to figure out who's Rebel Wilson.
She is the large blonde from.
Got it. Yeah. Got it. Let's just explain for the audience.
She was in.
Pitch Perfect or something like
yeah. She's been in a bunch of movies. I don't know. She's like
that? I think she's Australian too.
Yeah, chubby blonde Australian woman who yells a lot.
So versus James Corden, the comedian guy.
Yeah, who also yells a lot.
I'll take him.
He's the one who does like the car karaoke and stuff like that.
Yeah, whatever. He's kind of funny. I prefer him. I'm assuming you both say the same thing.
James Corden had a funny skit with Harry Styles, so I'll go with him just for that.
I actually would go with Reba Wilson.
Rebel.
Reba, whatever her name is.
Rebel.
Rebel
without a cause. Why that?
Just because she's she's female.
That's fine. She's
Simple as that, because she's female. I don't know.
You've seen her though,
Janssen-
right? You've seen her.
I've seen her. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
In related news to John Mulaney impregnating Olivia Munn, Janssen apparently has impregnated Rebel Wilson, whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know. I mean, I know what movie she's been in, but I mean,
Are we really gonna watch Pitch
I think
Perfect
James Corden is
again?
funny. I think he's fucking hilarious, but I don't know. For some reason, I just rather have a female.
The sexy woman that is Rebel Wilson.
Well,
She's a rebel in your
Patrick.
heart always.
Those were good questions, Patrick.
Those were awesome. Thank you so much. I have a question for you guys.
Okay, we have about 5 minutes, so
Perfect. Do you think having a virtual slave trade where you sell African American students online is a good idea or a bad idea for high school students?
is this fake students or
Let's just say
it's a simulation?
It's real. The students really exist. They're really black students at Newburgh High School. They were targeted by. They had a group chat called Slave Trade, where the students joked about how much they would pay for the different students.
I'm gonna go with. This is a tough one.
My
I'm gonna go with
question
bad
really-
idea. I'm gonna go with bad idea.
What is the worst idea? The students that decided to have this virtual slave trade, or the woman that called in the bomb on the plane? Who's dumber?
So this was the student's idea, or this was the teacher's idea?
The students were doing this. This was all a student thing. This is one of the things where the teacher didn't come up with this brilliant idea.
This definitely happened below the Mason-Dixon line, right?
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Newburgh High School is actually in your current town, Jay. And it's in Oregon.
Okay. Oregon is a lot more north than I was expecting.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think the dumber person is the lady who called in the bomb threat to an airline.
Yeah, the bomb threat is dumb. They're assholes.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fair
Yeah,
assessment.
I agree with that assessment.
By the way, here's my statistic of the week also.
Okay.
23% of adult Americans say they haven't done this in the last year.
Exercise.
That could be, yeah. That's all. I'll give you guys 2 guesses each, and then we'll tell you.
Had sex.
No, that's not it either.
I'd say vaccinated, but that's way too low. 23% haven't done something in the last year.
Yeah.
23% haven't.
Haven't done this in whole or part in the last year.
Whole or part. That whole or part throws a little wrinkle into it.
I know, that's why I said it.
What can you
They
do?
they
in
haven't
whole?
started doing this at all in whether it was print, electronic, or audio form.
Print electronic. They haven't started looking for a new job.
They haven't read a book. I don't know why I even brought this up, but I just thought it was interesting to see. It's hard to guess that.
Yeah,
That would explain a lot of the comments I see on the internet.
They're like there's a high correlation between not having read a book in the last year and not being vaccinated. But do you guys use TikTok at all?
I know you're all in on TikTok. Do you know TikTok has 1 billion users now?
Yeah,
No
I
way.
can't even. First of all, I would say no way. Spend some time on TikTok and you'd be like, yeah, can't believe it's not 2 billion.
1 billion active users. So
well, have you posted on TikTok?
I have not posted on TikTok. Someone had told me they had posted something and they asked me to like it, so just to help spread their thing. And I was like, oh, I'll download it. And then it just sucks you in. I watched my friend's video, and then another video comes on, then another video comes on, and it is unbelievable how. So basically, right now, my TikTok consists of when I scroll through, it's either a hot girl dancing, An anti-vax video. There's just tons of anti-vax or like right-wing stuff that seems to enter in there, or like there's like bits of comedians telling jokes. But it's unbelievable. Like you open TikTok and you're like, where'd that hour go? What happened?
Is there a time limit on the videos?
I don't even know. I have no idea. I don't know. They're all short. So there must be some level of time limit.
Yeah,
it's not like YouTube.
I think it's no longer than a minute. Maybe. I mean, that's what I think.
That sounds bad.
But speaking of TikTok, this a former FedEx person got fired for posting a TikTok video saying that he would not deliver to any household that had like a Joe Biden or a Kamala Harris sign or supporter or whatever.
Oh, Jesus
did that on
Christ.
TikTok.
Grow up.
By the way,
I'd say the same thing if it was reversed. Like if it was Trump, like just grow up. Do your job.
That's insane. But the TikTok used to be a minute. Now they just recently increased it to 3 minutes.
3 minutes, 1 to 3 minutes. Wow. That's a big jump. 3 minutes.
That is.
But maybe everyone doesn't have this feature yet. It said as of July that feature is being rolled out.
How many people are on the planet? 6 billion?
I think 7.
So 1 in 7 people on the entire planet have TikTok and are actively using it.
Yeah. Well, I think Facebook, there's 2 billion people who are on it. But I imagine Facebook also, a lot of people don't actively use that.
Yeah,
TikTok,
I don't actively use Facebook.
I wonder if TikTok really means people are going on, like spending a certain amount of time there. Like an hour.
I would think so. I mean, if there is if they just recently increased the video time from 1 minute to 3 minutes, I would think there are a lot of people posting up videos.
I was sorry.
That site Cameo, where you can hire celebrities and stuff, they have a whole TikTok section.
There are so many apparently people who are making tons of money and who are like influencers on TikTok. But also like the stuff is, what I was surprised by TikTok is there's so many creative videos on there. It really, and the hot chicks, but it really sucks you in. Could you guys be proud if your child grew up to be an influencer?
I don't know if I'd be proud, but I would be happy because that's a lot of money. If you're an influencer, you're doing really well.
Yeah, I mean, we could only ever dream of one day being making enough money to like to be the equivalent of what an influencer makes.
I would like to influence like 100 people.
I bet you your cat CJ could be an influencer if your cat had a TikTok.
Should do some cat TikTok videos. That'll probably.
But I also don't know why TikTok keeps sending me these anti-vax videos. But apparently I stared at the screen too long. I don't know. There's some funny stuff on it. There's one video was this guy goes, I can prove in 10 seconds or like in 30 seconds why the whole gender pay gap between men and women is complete bullshit. And he goes, and recounting a TikTok video is awesome. But he's like, men take jobs that just pay more. They take jobs like doctor, lawyer, accountant. Whereas women take jobs that pay less, like female doctor, female lawyer, female accountant. That's clever. There's a lot of clever stuff on there. But anyway, are there more emails, Jay, before we run out of time?
No, that is it. You can follow us on Twitch if you want to join live. You can join in the chat. So you get a notification when we go live. Twitch.tv/crumpledbacon. Email thebrinkofsanity@gmail.com. Twitter is brinkofsanity3.
Also, make sure you get vaccinated for the next show. If you want to be a listener of the next show, you got to be vaccinated.
Okay.
Our podcast, they'll say when you download the podcast, they'll say this is for only vaccinated listeners. We don't want our listeners catching COVID while listening to the show.
Patreon.com/thebrinkofsanity if you want to be one of our Patreons, help support the show.
Janssen, if people want to stare at you at work, where can they find you?
If you
want
to
find me at the office.
If you want to get one of our last 2 Brink shirts, brinkofsanityshow.com. And if you want to watch a video of our episodes, you can go to YouTube. The YouTube channel is TITOWAJ.
What if you want to watch a 1 minute or sometimes 3 minute clip of Brink? Is there anywhere you could watch it?
Yeah, Marc will be starting a TikTok channel soon. He's going to download our YouTube videos, and he's going to chop up the best minute and put it on TikTok.
Awesome. There's a lot of videos on there, so you may not find it right away.
I'm going to look, though. All right. So thank you, Janssen. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And
Jay, why don't you ever thank me for joining? I don't get a thank you. Why does Janssen, thank you for joining, but Jay, where's my thank you?
I don't know. You kind of griefed me a lot. So.
Jay, I want my goddamn thank you for joining.
Thank you for giving me more work to do. We just got a new Twitter follower. Thank you. And,
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. So we will be back soon. We have our other show, the New York Knicks podcast. If you are into basketball, we'll be doing that next week.
Jay, I see in the video your pet cat sitting on your lap.
Yeah.
Is the cat vaccinated? Because if not, I don't want the cat listening.
It is. The cat is vaccinated.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks again.
Goodbye, everybody. It's over. Goodbye. It's time to go. This is the